Have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. Personal rule for dealing with situations like...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Love for freedom. Which one should I choose?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. An Aishan blessing, now 10% off.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens, we've tried communicating with the Commission directly. But this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present... Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association.
Right, and besides...
Okay. Well, we could try
that vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after... Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association... If I remember correctly, our usual...
Got it! We're up.
You can't find a better deal anywhere else.
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead. They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable. Not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful...
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Why in the world can't I use my phone?
All for freedom. Which one should I choose?
Inazuma's cooking. I'm not used to it at all.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want... Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't... The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it take... Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
Oh, it's working!
Huh? What is it?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Leah. Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make... All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same as it happens.
Really? What?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Too
close! That's too close!
Come out! I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
It's not like
Seems like he's noticed us.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Which one should I choose?
Too close! That's too close!
Come out! I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh! Seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Too close! That's too close!
Which one should I choose?
Come out! I can see you! Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh! Seems like he's noticed us.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
It's not like I'll get any customers.
I'm not used to it.
Love for freedom. Which one should I choose?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully,
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clicks. And